Rapper Bobby Shmurda pleaded guilty to conspiracy charges Friday and will be heading up the river for 7 years. Shmurda, whose real name is Aquil Pollard, took the deal just days before he was set to stand trial on conspiracy and weapons charges in Manhattan Supreme Court. Prosecutors had maintained the shmoney dance phenom was the driving force behind a street crew called GS9 that was responsible for dealing drugs and several shootings in Brooklyn. He pleaded guilty to 1 count of conspiracy and 1 count of criminal possession of a weapon. Bobby Shmurda says gun he was busted with was a prop. The possession charge stemmed from a June 3, 2014 arrest for a gun found at a pal's apartment in Brooklyn. He told cops at the time it was rap video prop. "I use my gun for videos, I'm a rapper," he said, according to court papers. In court Friday, he pleaded guilty to having possessed a loaded gun with the intent to use it unlawfully against another. After serving the fixed 7-year term, Shmurda, 22, will be on probation for 5 years, according to the terms of the plea agreement worked out with the Special Narcotics Prosecutor's Office. Aquil Pollard aka Bobby Shmurda took the deal just days before he was set to stand trial for conspiracy in Manhattan Supreme Court. Aquil Pollard aka Bobby Shmurda took the deal just days before he was set to stand trial for conspiracy in Manhattan Supreme Court. Alec Tabak, for New York Daily News. He faced up to 25 years to life in prison had he been convicted at trial. Another member of Bobby Shmurda's GS9 gang gets 53 years. 2 of his GS9 co-defendants, Chad, Rowdy Rebel, Marshall, 24, and Nicholas, Montana Flea, McCoy, 21, also took the same deal after loudly debating it with their lawyers in the courtroom for about 20 minutes. "It's 7 years, 7 years," one of them was heard saying as all 3 were shaking their heads. McCoy's lawyer, Leslie Jones Thomas, told the group, "You won't have a future if you don't take it. Don't throw your life away." A 4th defendant who was facing more charges, Santino Quino Broderick, was offered a 15-year deal. He was overheard telling his lawyer, "15? Dang. My life is over." Bobby Shmurda's Brooklyn roots led to rise and fall of his career. "You want 80 or you want 15, his lawyer Kevin Canfield told him, referring to how much time the 23-year-old could face if convicted at trial. Broderick turned down the deal, and will stand trial next week. $10,301,419,518, $21,334,631. October 30, 2014 file photo. Prosecutors maintained the shmoney dance phenom was the driving force behind a street crew called GS9 that was responsible for several shootings in Brooklyn. Scott Roth /Envision/App I tried, prosecutor Nigel Farina told Canfield. 15 members of GS9 were arrested in the conspiracy bust, which also netted 69 guns. Those that have been convicted so far have gotten far stiffer sentences than the ones agreed to Friday. 1, Rashid Durissant, 24, was sentenced to 98 years behind bars in May. After Shmurda was arrested in December of 2014, his then lawyer called the charges against him, which included murder conspiracy, bulls. Shmurda even filed suit against the city and NYPD earlier this year over the gun charge he admitted to Friday. His current criminal lawyer, Alex Spiro, had no immediate comment on the plea deal. The trio will be officially sentenced later this year, and have been ordered locked up until then. The Brooklyn-bred rapper's debut EP Shmurda She Wrote was released in November of 2014, and yielded 2 hit singles, including Hot Nigga.